All right, y'all. This is a blog that a friend of mine asked me to talk about real quick. The Troy Davis execution thing that's going on. Gonna be executed. My thing is now, I'm finna say some things that you, hey, if you ain't ready for this, you might want to cut this off. But I ain't finna be like vulgar, but I'm just gonna say some things. Uh, if you black, you already know how this country works. Now, you can get familiar with the case on your own. Basically a cop got killed 20 years ago. Um, People ID this guy as the shooter. 9 people. Uh, Years and years later, 7 out of 9 people said they really didn't see nothing, and they just were coerced to say, whatever, so they did it. And I guess after years and years, they feel guilty that they're gonna get the man killed, because basically he getting executed because of it. No physical evidence, no DNA, no nothing like that. Just a bunch of people said they saw him kill his cop. Now, you know, it could be possible that he did, and it could be possible that he didn't. But when 7 out of 9 people say, I really didn't see it, but I said I saw it, that's reasonable doubt right there. But this is about. When you black, you know how this country works. You know how the laws work. Like this is, I wish to say like this Troy Davis thing was something new, but every year, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stories come out about a guy getting executed, not getting executed, after 30 years getting released off of DNA evidence, or circumstantial evidence that's proven not to be true, or somebody on their deathbed decided to tell the truth, or just like you know, numerous times a year, you're gonna see a brother get shot by the police 60 times, or just shot twice in the head in public, and if people are outraged, and they march and picket, and they feel like the cops need to go to jail that did it, and hell no, they ain't going to jail. They're gonna be found innocent, and there's gonna be another outrage, and it's not a part of everybody else's community and culture. Let's just be honest. Like, I think certain people starting to figure out what is and what ain't, but that's the truth of it. Now, it's something that's, when you black, you got to get used to. Like, I ain't gonna straight up. Like, I think I was in the 8th grade the first time a cop pulled a gun on me, and after that, you only need one time to tell me, okay, I can legally blow your head off at any age, at any time, for anything. I was a kid living in I think Maryland, D.C. I think when a cop blew a kid head off that was playing with a toy gun, he said he thought it was a real gun. So, and I can, if I really want to think about it, I probably could tell you 100 stories of people that got killed, whether they're from where I'm from where I've lived. I heard about it. It was on the news, and this is part of the country we live in, being of the race that I am. It's this part of it sucks. So what is anybody gonna do anything? No, because frankly, we're a good scapegoat. Like, I just saw, I think the cop's mother or sister, something like that. She was like, she feel like justice is served, and that's how a family gonna feel that got their child murdered. I think certain people. I mean, if you black, my honest opinion is, if you did the crime or you didn't do the crime, if the family knows, I don't even care if they was black too. If he black and he a male, or they'll fry his ass. He ain't even got to be guilty. They'll fry his ass. So you could get justice in that way of saying, well, I know somebody got killed because he got killed. But nobody cares if it's the right person. They just don't. As long as it's somebody. Now everybody else, like, my personal opinion, I think the people that's up for murder is the 7 people who changed their fucking stories. I mean, how? But people do shit like that all the time. You know, you don't want to go to jail, or you don't want your friends to go to jail, or you don't want your family to go to jail, so you tell some bullshit to send somebody else's life up the river. Then all of a sudden you saying you sorry 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, execution later, and you got a drinking problem and that shit, fix everything because your soul can't live with it. But motherfucker, you been living out in the free world while this other person been in jail or getting electrocuted or, lethal injection or some shit. So shut your lying ass up, you know? Same thing with everything else. I just feel like, hey, at the end of the day, be honest about where we live at. You know, certain people have certain rules. And that's one of the rules that we as black people gotta understand. Like, we gon' guilty or not guilty. If you can't prove you innocent in this country, your ass probably going to jail. You probably getting life. Ain't shit in this legal system changed, in my opinion, historically as a black man from 1920 to 2011. Ain't shit changed. So, if you want people, we got a black president and the civil rights movement, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put this quick one on you. We got a black president that the Republicans don't want to do shit because it'll make it look like black people actually can do shit positive. And civil rights, guess what? All the leaders got shot, and the ones that didn't want to get shot started bullshitting and tell you to march everywhere so they can get a check. So, it still exists. We all know it. Just, be real with it. And I'm not just talking about like white people, y'all be real with it. Fuck it. Brothers, sisters, you gotta be real with it too, man. Like, you know, finding yourself in the courtroom, you might be behind the 8 ball. You gotta really come with your A game. You gotta really have your I's dotted and your T's crossed, cause legal the legal profession, law, is not about truth. It's not about right and wrong. It's about who can win the case. So if you can't win the case, you gonna lose the case. That's why the scales of justice is blind with a sword. Cause somebody gotta pay for to see, who got more money on the scale. That's why they tell you get you a good lawyer. Pay for the best representation. Fucked up, but that's life for real.